about discussion text. Basically, the definition of discussion text is a text that presents both sides of an issue or an argument. And its function is also pretty much the same. It's to express the author's or like the general opinion of a certain issue, whether it's on the pro side or on the con side. Basically, the structure is title, the issues and the arguments for the pro side and the against side, and elaboration, which is a writer's opinion, and the conclusion of the text. Now, in discussion text, they have linking words, which is a big part of the text. The definition of linking words is a word which shows a connection between clauses or sentences. Clauses is different from phrases because clause contains a subject and a verb and can convey a complete idea, which is different from a phrase, which is phrase is basically not a complete sentence. Now, in discussion text, there are 5 parts, which is the introduction. It uses commonly uses firstly to begin with or in the first place, and in the body paragraph, which is the second part, it could like start with additionally or furthermore or however. On like because in the body paragraph it explains about whether they're on the pro side or on the con side. It could start for like in the contrary side. It could start on the contrary or however. And for the pro side, it could like start with in support of this or hence blah blah blah. And for which is refutation, it could which is like also the opposing side from what you're starting with. It could be nevertheless, in spite of this, and etc. And 5 is conclusion, which is the end part of the discussion text. It could end with to conclude with, ultimately, in summary of this, all in all, hence, and yeah, basically it. That's the end of my
Probably there is a question from you for her. You can ask her. No need?
No need.
It's clear enough?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Ola.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Pembelajaran. Here we present discussion text and linking words. So, what is a discussion text? A discussion text is a text that states the issue that's going to be discussed from 2 or more perspectives. And there is the pro argument and the con argument in a discussion text. And the purpose of the discussion text is to present 2 points of views about an issue or a problem and to find a solution for those issues, to find like the middle point by discussing the issue. And in a discussion text, there's usually a lot of linking words. So what is a linking word? A linking word is used to connect ideas together to help people understand our ideas and to make what we say more interesting. And some examples for linking words are the introduction linking words. So first of all, so there are so in the introduction, there's usually firstly to begin with, in the first place, furthermore, moreover, on one hand, and on the other hand. And in the body paragraph, the linking words that are usually used is additionally, on the contrary, however, conversely, for instance, and on the other hand. And there are also counter arguments, which are in contrast, however, although, nevertheless, and refutation. However, this argument does not hold up because, or in spite of this, or in contrast. And there's also the conclusion linking words, which are conclude, ultimately, and summary, all in all, and hence. That's it for today. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Aura Dinadua. Today we're gonna discuss about the discussion text. Discussion text is also known as argument present and argue a particular viewpoint or perspective on a specific topic. The primary purpose of a discussion text is to pursue, pursue, pursue and inform the reader about the writer's stance on the issue being discussed. There are also linking words that are used to connect ideas together to help people understand our ideas and to make what we say sounds more interesting. On discussion text itself, there are detailed breakdown of a discussion text and the importance of linking words within it. The first one is introduction. It provides some background information on the topic and states the writer's thesis, statement, or central argument. Linking words commonly used in introduction are firstly, to begin with, in the first place, etc. The second one is body paragraph, dedicated to a single aspect or argument related to the topic. Each paragraph should start with a clear topic sentence that presents the main point of that paragraph. Some linking words to use within body paragraph is additionally, furthermore, in addition, moreover, and however. The last one is conclusion. Conclusion restates the thesis and summarizes the main arguments present in the body of the text. Linking words commonly used in conclusion are in conclusion, to sum up, to conclude, ultimately, and in summary. That's all from me. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So today I will explain to you guys what linking words and discussion text are. So firstly, linking words. So when you have two ideas, two separate ideas, and you want to connect them, to join them together, then you would want to have some kind of linking word in the middle of them. So there are a couple of linking words. A couple of types of linking words. The first one is emphasis. This type of linking word is used to emphasize a certain phrase or noun or verb. And then the second one is addition. This means that when we want to add a point to an idea, that means we would want to add an addition linking word. And the third one is contrast. This means that we want to compare two ideas together. So for example, like unlike, on the other hand, nonetheless, while, etc. The fourth one is order. This is like firstly, second, third, finally, and this type of linking word is usually used in procedure texts. Like because you would want to have a certain sequence of order that you have to follow, that means you have to use this type of linking word. Now let's get to discussion text. Basically, the discussion text is a text to discuss something, to discuss ideas. So, for example, like an argument, or when you want to have a discussion with someone, that's why you would want to create a discussion text. Now, the features of a discussion text is number one, present tense, because we are discussing something. That means we are in the present. We use the present tense. The second feature is modals like might, may, could, can, and etc. And the third one is just what we talked about, linking words. And last but not least, a contrasting connector. This is a type of linking word, but in the contrast type. Now let's get to the structure of a discussion text. Number one is the title, obviously, because when you want to discuss something, you have to know what you're discussing, right? So that's in the title. The second one is the issue. What are you discussing? Because this part is usually like an introduction to the issue or the arguments that you want to talk about. And the third and fourth is arguments that are pro and con, so like opposing and agreeing. And the fifth one
is elaboration. What your opinion is towards the topic, or what the writer opinions towards the topic. And last is the conclusion of the discussion text. So after all of the arguments, we will want to write a conclusion to the arguments. And yeah, that is all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Do you have any question for him? Any question for Dana? Is it clear enough?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dana. You may step down.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Today I'm going to tell you what is linking words in the Oxford International English commercials. Alright, so according to my slide here in Canva, so linking word, what is linking words anyways? So linking words shows the relationship between ideas. Linking words serve different functions, like example, like such as to compare, to give examples, etc. And then when to use linking words actually. So when can we use linking words? It's like I asked 2 times. Linking words show the relationship between ideas, it's like I said in the definition. Linking words serve different functions. Wait, is this the same? Yeah, this is the same. But I'm gonna say this once again. So linking words serve different functions such as to compare, to give examples, and you can go and start in the middle of the sentence. And then, when would you need to connect words and phrases? Linking clauses within a sentence. The words included here are used when you want to join 2 parts of the sentence together. Like example. The first example is although and even though. So like when we use the word although, we can use it like although she is old, she still can run far. And then the second is even if. Even if is used when say it again now? Even if it's used when we say something like if when we say like she's pretty and single, even if she's something, you can describe her. And then the second one is in spite of or despite. The example of the sentence with the word in spite of or despite is like this. In spite of the fact that she was busy, she still made the time to volunteer. And that is what linking words is. So,
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.